Hi, everybody. I'm Alan Bresnick. I'm Principal Analyst for Cable, Video, and Broadband at Heavy Reading, and I'm here with Elad Nafshi. Elad is the Chief Network Officer and Executive Vice President of Comcast. Elad, welcome to our video, and thank you again for keynoting at our Cable Next Gen event this year.
Thank you so much for having me. I really look forward to it.
Okay, we're looking forward to it too. I was hoping that you could give us just a hint, a preview of what you'll be talking about in March at the show.
Well, without reducing for the suspense of what we'll be covering,
right?
If you look at the progression of where the journey that we've been on, for the past several years, it really was a journey around virtualization, the disaggregation of the network, and the benefits that come with that. The network transformation that we've been driving for the past 5 or 6 years on the access side, and the possibilities it gives us in terms of the network transfer, the network capabilities, and the benefits to our customers. We're now kind of at the tilting point, right? I mean, this is broadly deployed. It's deployed in great scale. Last year, we started to deploy the next iteration of DOCSIS technology, and we started to implement a fiber optionality, and all of that now is coming together with great scale. And there's really interesting data that comes out of it already, and trends that are coming out of it already that I'll be pretty excited to talk about.
Okay, well, we're looking forward to hearing about that. Will you be able to give us an update on where Comcast stands with DOCSIS 4.0 in terms of
Absolutely.
deploying?
I will look forward to doing that.
Okay, can you give us a hint about it now?
And break the suspense. Come on, Alan. The conference.
Okay. Will you be giving us any lessons learned with DAA and with all the other new technologies that you're deploying?
We will. It's great that you've asked that question, right? Because DAA is a lot more than just a device. It's an end-to-end architecture. It's end-to-end platforms. But it's really the opportunity to have software across the network and what benefits it brings. And so, yes, absolutely. And we have pretty exciting results to date. But the best is yet to come as we start to broadly deploy the FDX amplifiers and everything that they bring.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the FDX amplifiers. Will you be able to give us an update about that as well?
Totally. The very exciting updates, actually.
Okay. What other updates are you planning for us?
There's a lot of things, and that was a theme in my presentation last year around the edge and what we could do on the edge. And those pieces are starting to come together. In general, this is a very interesting time in the life of the network. There's new network trends in terms of delivery. There's new demands on the network because of shifts in consumption. Live sports is transforming how content gets delivered on the network, and we're doing a lot of really exciting things there.
We'd be able to talk about new fiber deployments as well.
We are definitely going to be able to cover that. As I mentioned earlier, we have complete fiber optionality in the DAA architecture that we're putting in place. And we started to show some of that at the SCTE show in September of last year, and could definitely cover that off.
How about in terms of network automation and using AI and ML in the network?
Yeah, so this is the stuff that I'm very, very excited about. Speed is great, and we just announced last week a really, really exciting transformation in low latency in low lag services on our network. An industry first again, But what we're able to do with automation, what we're able to do with self-healing, what we're able to do with really defining what software could help drive from a reliability and performance standpoint is what I'm very, very excited about.
Anything new on the video front that you'll be able to talk about?
So I kind of alluded to that earlier.
Right.
When you look at the top 10 network peaks that we had at Comcast, last 8 were all in Q4. Okay, and it's really exciting to see how consumption is shifting and therefore what the demands on the network are. And when you look at the top 10 events, by the way, the Tyson fight is not on them.
Huh. Okay.
And after all of that, and the top event that we had on our network was Fortnite Live. Can you imagine that?
No, I'm surprised. Were you surprised by that?
So it's those type of things that really put a whole set of demands on our network, and a lot more to come on that during the session.
Okay. What else is on your plate for this year?
It's how do we take all of that innovation and now extend it into the end-to-end network? And again, this is something that we've announced and talked about on the doing SCTE last year, but we've progressed since then. And it's how do we bring that real-time visibility? How do you bring that self-healing? How do you build that intelligence and AI now end-to-end across the network and not just on segments of the network? And there's a lot more to talk about that.
One other thing I want to ask you about is smart amplifiers. What progress are you making on that front?
Great progress. And we are very, very excited with our results to date. And again, lots more to come. Okay.
All right. Any other tidbits you want to give our audience before?
There's smart amplifiers and there's brilliant amplifiers, right?
Brilliant amplifiers. Okay.
Definitely. And what makes those really exciting is that AI capability embedded in the nodes, in the amplifiers, and in the CPE, which we announced again at SCTE last year. And so those are the pieces that, when you tie together, truly transform what connectivity delivery is on the network. And again, building up the suspense, a lot more to come. Okay, fair enough. Then I'll close just by asking you a question that I pretty much know the answer to, but I'll ask anyway, is who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl next week? Well, there's really only one team that should and deserves to win, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. I kind of figured you would say that. Okay. Well, thanks for your time, and we're looking forward to welcoming you once again to Denver next month. Thank you so much, Alan. Look forward. All right. Take care.